Hey, hello, St. Paul. This is Alex Van Halen.
And Edward Van Halen.
And we're at KQRS this afternoon.
All right.
Nice to be with you guys. You're in town. You were in town last night for a sold-out show at the St. Paul Civic Center Theater.
At St. Paul
Theater
for one more smash sold-out performance. We're going to blow the roof off and make the sunrise of the ninth encore.
Yeah, how are you guys feeling after 10 months of touring?
Great.
How do we look?
You look healthy. You looked healthy the last time you were here.
Well, that's our diet, you know. We subsist on a heavy diet of starchy foods, candy bars, and
potato chips,
Coca-Colas, and potato chips. That's the way to survive on the road.
On the road.
Yeah, and no sleep, of course. You can't sleep, and don't take any vitamins, because otherwise you may get very ill.
That's the Van Halen World Vacation, number 2.
David's singing with...
He's singing with a strep throat.
A strep throat, yes, that's pretty heavy.
Well, in the 5 years that we've been together and the extensive touring we've been doing, especially last year, this year, we've never missed a show, proud to say. No matter how ill we were or how healthy we were, for that matter. Never missed a show.
Where do the shows originate from? Where are you guys from?
Well, let's see. Originally, Edward and I are from Amsterdam, David's from Bloomington, Indiana, and Michael's from Chicago, but that's neither here nor there.
It started in California, though, right?
Right. We got together in California, and started, of course, at the local high school dances.
Actually, in backyard parties.
Yeah, backyard parties.
We used to set up a keg of beer, charge $1, let the kids in. We'd have a friend with a big house, and just let all the kids back.
And then we moved the party indoors. We started to rent our own halls. Do the exact same thing. Only instead of charging $1, we charged $2.50 or $3.50. And by the time we got the record contract, we could draw 3,000 to 5,000 people, and that was without a manager, without a label, without an agent, without anything. It was just Van Halen putting on their show in a hall. And sooner or later, the people from the record company were bound to notice, which they did. One night we played in a club in Hollywood. And Mo Austin and Ted Templeman came in and said, "Listen, look these papers over, take your time, and see what you think." The next day we signed.
And hence
Van very good.
That was great.
And Van Halen 1 came out approximately how much longer after that?
Well, I can't remember exactly after signing of the contract, but it was about 3 weeks in the making because we record very pure.
It's just like live, actually. We just take our stage equipment, set up in a big room, and play.
And leave the technical aspect up to Ted, and he just puts the sound on the record and lets it flow over the sides and come out your ears and out your nose and anywhere else you'll take it.
To the tune of 2.4 million copies sold on the first album alone. That has to be, that's stardom. I mean, that's making it.
Well, it's not stardom. The way we think is that if you do your thing and enough people like it, then they call you a star. See, we've been doing this for quite a number of years, and it's just now that lots of people are starting to recognize it. And the reason I think is that because there's a little bit of Van Halen in everybody.
And we're here to bring it out.
And we're here to bring it out.
And
so
you certainly do that.
Al?
Oh man, wow, man, hey, don't talk to
Hey, the second album isn't doing too bad either.
No,
I mean, that's 1.5 now.
We recorded that one in 6 days, and on the 7th day we rested. No, same concept. We went in, took all our stage gear, and again, just recorded straight ahead with a minimal of overdubs.
It just went a lot faster because the first album's out, the first time we've ever been in the studio. The second time just went a lot quicker, both on Ted's part and our part.
Right. One of our listeners called and said, "Hey, this is your first tour as a main act.
Mm-hmm.
How does that feel? Just to go right up there and, hey, well, I'm going to."
What we did was all the money we made last year, we reinvested in bigger equipment, better equipment, all custom designed and heavy-duty powerized, as you'll see tonight if you go see the show.
See, everything you'll see tonight is purely Van Halen. Like last year, we had to use the other act sound system and lighting, things like that. Now, total freedom. You can do whatever we want to do.
We have enough lights to light up a small city, I think.
Yeah.
Phoenix and New York City.
Some small cities we play don't have enough power.
Yeah. But the lighting is very theatrical. I think we have a total of 390,000 watts of lighting.
And it's theatrical lighting. It's not special effects.
Yeah.
Really, It's designed to light us.
The 4 individuals in the band.
It's not cosmic, you know, transcend laser stuff like that.
Let's get beyond God stuff.
I mean, it's
right?
stuff that focuses on us as opposed to, oh wow, look up in the sky, look at the lights, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in other words, you've taken your sound and you've done a small hall kind of image, but you've incorporated a lot of big hall techniques.
Right. I think
So we carry
the
it-
sound and lights that we're carrying, most bands use it in 10 to 15,000 seat arenas. We're using it in 3 to 5,000 seaters. And we've been taking it all over the world. We're traveling with a crew of about 22 guys. We've got 3 gigantic semis, 2 custom coaches that we travel with, and we're just covering the 4 corners of the globe. And so far, we've already finished Europe, England, Canada, U.S. Of course, we'll be going through the U.S. back and forth forever.
The U.S. is the most fun, of course.
We'll be going to Japan, Australia, New Zealand, South America. You name it, we'll be there.
You're going to do it all over the world. That's
Analyze everybody.
Well, I don't hear of anybody coming away from your concerts with, bad vibes. Everybody says, "Wow, these guys are
great.
really hot."
Yeah, I think St. Paul is
You
great.
know, well, you like this town, don't you?
Oh yeah, love it.
You had a good time when you were here last year, although the concert was not well attended last year. And that,
Well, we weren't headlining. Come on, laugh.
Yeah.
but this year you are, and you've sold a lot of records, and you're getting a lot of airplay all over the country. Does this tour feel a little bit different because you are headlining?
It's
Or is
different
it-
in the fact that we can do a longer show now. We can do all our material instead of just squeezing in 3 or 4 songs and then off the stage.
Last year it was, you got a half an hour, guys.
Go do it. Now we can do what we want to do and have a great time. And everybody's enjoying it.
You have an opening act.
Screams.
Yeah. Hi, guys. They're good friends of ours. No, they're a very good opening act. I'm not too familiar with their music, but
They're a brand new band. I think they're from, where are they from? Peoria, Illinois.
Yeah.
So they're just starting, basically.
Yeah, they're pretty much in the same position we were last year. Except we're nicer guys to them than, no.
I wanted to ask you about, one of our listeners asked about your involvement with the audience and how David relates to the audience.
Well, if you really stop
specifically.
to think about it, we're straight out of the audience. We used to, as a matter of fact, we still do. Every chance we get, go see every band, even the ones we don't like. We see 3 or 4 different times because that's just the way we are. We enjoy music, a variety. Plus, just go anywhere and everywhere you can to see music. I like to see jazz concerts sometimes. Sometimes I like rock and roll, maybe even punk. No.
If you feel like dancing, go to a disco.
That's really a variety of things, and we just come straight out of the audience, as a matter of fact. And what we're doing on stage is what we would like to see on stage.
And basically, when we play, it's like tonight. It's at St. Paul Theater. It'll be 3,000 of our closest friends.
Yeah, it's a celebration, a good time.
A summer celebration.
Anytime celebration, anywhere.
A VH celebration. Very high, very happy.